What it do? What it do? Mr. Pie, what's good with you? Nemo, what's good? What's good? Shout out to y'all tuning in. What's good? What's good? This is a new series that I'm going to start. It's going to be just a Cowboys fan talk. This will be episode 1. It's kind of be just the introduction of this new Cowboys fan talk that, or not Cowboys fan talk. I can't do Cowboys fan talk. Cowboys fan talk already taken. So Cowboys Sports Talk. So yeah, this is going to be the new episode that I'm going to be doing. We're going to be doing multiple episodes. You'll see this thumbnail come up for multiple times as we do more episodes. So this will be the trial episode getting started into Cowboys Sports Talk, CST. And man, it's where we're going to be able to talk football, talk Cowboys, and have a good time. Man, I was doing a couple mock drafts this morning. Man, they were actually... I had traded back in the first round on the first draft that I did and was still able to get Genty in like the, I think it was the 28th pick, the 24th pick. I got a door open or something. Damn, lights on still. What's good with everybody? What up, Kyle? What up, Nemo? What up, Pie? Man, she got the heat on in this car like crazy. What y'all doing today? Y'all gonna be tuning in later when we watch WWE Royal Rumble? I know it's going to be a good day. It's nice and sunny outside. We're going to have a hell of a day today, guys. It's just the way it's going to be. So, a couple names that I missed yesterday with talking about the Cowboys coaching acquisitions that they had brought in. Lunda Wells, who is actually, besides Brian Schottenheimer, the only holdover coach that we picked up. What up, Daniel Barry? So Lunda Wells is probably going to be a tight end coach. That's what he was previously. Maybe an O-line coach. We got Clayton Adams from the Cardinals, who's going to be the OC. Obviously, we got Brian Schottenheimer as the head coach, and he's going to be calling plays for the offense. And then we got that's what I've seen so far for the offensive side of the ball. For the defensive side of the ball, we got Matt Eberflus as the defensive coordinator. We got Aaron Whitecotton for the D-line. He came from the Jets, 49ers, Bills, Jags. So he's definitely had plenty of experience coaching D-line and defensive backs in the NFL. And then we got Dave Bergonzi as the linebacker coach. He's also done D-line. He came from Bears, and the Colts is where he's came from. And we've also got Andre Curtis as the passing game coordinator. And he was from the Bears and the Seahawks. But a couple of these guys I've got to do a little research on to be able to give you some updates. Hey, shout outs, Caribou. What it do? Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Much love, man. Definitely appreciate the super sticker. That's amazing. But yeah, from what I understand, Aaron Whitecotton, even though he's got a crazy name, Aaron Whitecotton is a no-nonsense type of player. What I'm hoping is that he can definitely help with the D-line. Clayton Adams is also the O-line coach. I think that he's going to help a lot. I think we're going to be introducing a whole lot of running game into the Cowboys scheme, which is what we need. The Cowboys and the coaches, they are talking a good game right now. They are talking a good game, talking about, they are going to be making free agency acquisitions unlike we have in the past. It just looks like they're going to be making a lot of moves that, yes, sir, Kyle. It just looks like they're going to be making a lot of moves this offseason. We'll have to see if they follow through with it, and that they're going to have a main focus is going to be on the actual running game. which is great because it's something the Cowboys have been lacking in the last recent years, has been a good run game. We have been mediocre in the running area. So as we attack free agency and as we attack the draft, we'll have to see what type of players we bring in to help introduce that, because that's going to be the difference maker on who we bring in. Ooh. Man, they ain't got my drink. They all out of my drink. So we're gonna go for a ride to the next QT. Yeah, so yeah, it's definitely enticing. Like I said, they are talking a good game. So if what they're saying comes to fruition, I believe that there's going to be a great change in the Cowboys organization. I like the fact that the team is letting the coaches pick their under coaches to be able to bring in who they want instead of the Jones family forcing coaches that, weren't picked by the head coach and the coordinators. So I'm definitely glad that they're allowing them to pick their own coaches and bring in people that are people that they know and people that they like that will work in the systems that they are trying to build. Now, I do understand that they did this with Mike McCarthy a little bit as they let him bring in Mike Nolan. But once Mike Nolan didn't do good as a defensive coordinator, they got rid of him and brought in Dan Quinn in a minute. It didn't take them long. They changed it up and brought him in. What up, James Sports? What up, Andrew? What up, you look like Jake Paul? What up, what up, what up? But yeah, so they did give Mike McCarthy an opportunity to bring in his own coaches as well. It didn't pan out in the favor of Mike McCarthy because Mike Nolan was doo-doo and they got rid of him. State Farm is going to continue to pay refs in the Super Bowl. Oh, you already know. You already know, Andrew. There ain't no denying that. The refs are going to win the Super Bowl, and then they're going to hand the trophy to Kendrick Lamar and SZA. What up, Aaron Andy? What's good? What's good? With Nick Sorensen? Yeah, Nick Sorensen ain't bad. It just... he's an undercoach, so it's not like he's gonna be in control of a position group. I believe that's who they brought in for special teams. I believe he's also done some defense of coordinating, but we'll just have to see. I believe Dion was more of a scapegoat for them to be relevant in the media. I don't think that was ever a realistic possibility. I think it was enticing to both sides. I believe Jerry Jones was enticed and interested in Deion Sanders, and I believe that Deion was also interested in being the coach. Where that differs is Jerry Jones Jr. and Stephen Jones and a lot of the players were adamantly pushing for Brian Schottenheimer to be brought back in as the head coach. That's the only thing that I do like about the Brian Schottenheimer is that from the interviews that I've heard from the players, including my favorite player, DeMarvion Overshawn, as soon as Schotty or Brian Schottenheimer was brought to the Cowboys, he posted on Twitter a video of him running through, well, not him, but a video of running through the wall. And the interview that DeMarvion Overshawn talking with Nicole Harris for the Dallas Cowboys, he was saying that, that when it was Mike McCarthy, that there wasn't nothing wrong with Mike McCarthy, but there wasn't that feeling. Like, he had already won a Super Bowl. But with Brian Schottenheimer, it's like, all right, well, he's going to be getting this is going to be him trying to get his first one. We're trying to get our first one. So we're trying to do this together. And there's something encouraging about that, and that he's ready to play for him because Brian Schottenheimer, I guess, pretty much wears his heart on the sleeves. He's a player's coach, and he's willing to get down with the players and be out there playing. So if they're willing to run through walls for this coach, well, maybe he will turn out to be decent. I obviously have gone on record and been spoken about the facts that I was not happy with the coach. I wanted a culture change. I wanted a culture shock in Dallas. We're not going to get the culture shock. They are talking about it being like a culture change because they're talking about giving more power to the coaches, which is something the Cowboys haven't done really since Jimmy Johnson and slightly with Bill Parcells. Um, so hopefully that pays dividends. They're talking about attacking the free agency, something that Cowboys have not been. The Cowboys haven't attacked the free agency in a manner to go after anybody that was worth anything in a long time. You're talking Roy Williams was like one of the last people they brought in from free agency that was supposed to be a top pick or a top draft prospect or a top prospect. Dion copying crack culture. They're going to pull his turn coat when he signs a contract. Coaching spoiled kid. Yeah, I don't know how it's going to turn out for Dion this year. I know he's good at what he does, and he implements a system where it's football first. But we'll just have to see how it plays out for him. But what up, Chris? What up, Caribou? What up, Andrew? Aaron? Ruben, shout outs to y'all. Appreciate all y'all tuning in. Y'all are amazing. This is like I was saying in the very beginning of this is going to be a new series that I'm going to start doing. It's going to be called Cowboys Sports Talk, CST. This is obviously episode 1, the introduction to Cowboys Sports Talk. We will be able to talk other sports as well, but the main focus is going to be on Cowboy Sports Talk. To keep up with what's going on in the building over there with the Cowboys. But yeah, I mean they're saying the right things. So once the upcoming weeks come and it gets closer to the draft and free agency, will what they say come to fruition, as in it's going to be true, or are they just saying that to get the Cowboys player or Cowboys fans to buy back into the hopium that they like to sell, so that we sit there and drink the Kool-Aid and get all hyped? I'm not going to get hyped yet. I will say that I am happy that it sounds like they're willing to make change. They're starting to kind of admit their faults in their own way. They're admitting their faults. It's in a very bland manner that they are doing that, but they are talking about how they can be better with the contract signings, how they can be better in free agency, how they need to attack the running game, stuff that they have been completely lacking in recent years. And it's things that the Cowboys have needed to do, especially as the league is starting to turn back towards a running first league. The era of the passing age is starting to turn, and running backs are becoming more and more popular and more profound at this stage. And people like Saquon Barkley, people like Robinson, and them are Gibbs. They're all stamping it. Jonathan Taylor. These are all running backs that have been putting their mark on the NFL and kind of leading the running backs back into being a popular thing. What up, Carnage? What it do? Yeah, we missing you. But yeah, Carnage, this is going to be a new series that I'm going to be starting called Cowboys Sports Talk, or CST, whichever we want to do it. Episode 1 is this. It's also the introduction to this new series that I'm going to be doing. So yeah, we'll be dropping more episodes of this. I don't know if it's going to be one a week. I don't know if it's going to be multiples a week. That is something that we're going to figure out as we go. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing more of these series. So you'll see this thumbnail come up more, but with different episode numbers tagged to it. But yeah, so we'll just have to see. I believe that they got the Nick Sorensen as the special teams coach. They got Clayton Adams as the OC, which we'll have to see how that works because he came from the Cardinals, who have done a whole lot of the pin and pull running game. So maybe that's why they're bringing him over to try to implement some of that into the Dallas Cowboys offense, which is something they need. But it's going to start with drafting or picking up the right O-line pieces and the right running back. So if we're going to do that, and if we can pick up some good free agent O-line and then draft Genty, because I feel like we could draft an O-line, but at that point we're going to miss out on the Saquon. I know he's not Saquon, but the Saquon of the draft being Genty, as in he's the only one that I would say is a generational talent. The rest of them are going to be very serviceable, very good backs, may even have breakout years, but the rest of the backs, as they are very good and serviceable, aren't at the level of Genty. Genty is a running back that you can bring in and he can cover up for some of the mistakes of not having a completely solid O-line. If you want the other running backs, you kind of need to shore up the O-line a little bit more so that they have an opportunity to be great. But yeah, hit Caribou with another dono. I appreciate you, brother. What up? What up? Messi, Brooke, Beast, what's good with you? What's good with you? Let's get Walt subs up. Yeah, man. Walt, hey, Walt is one of the OGs in here, kind of like the OG in here, one of them. And if you are making YouTube content and you are a part of this community, you can guarantee that Walt Butler is going to sub to you to help you out. So please show that same support to him. If he's willing to support you, which is what I kind of push my entire community to do, is support each other, because that's how we can all grow as a big family. Can be a great community. We can be a top community in this industry if we all support each other and help each other grow. I as well will be supporting other people that are trying to push their own content. But yeah, Walt is someone that is leading the forefront, as in subbing to everybody that's wanting to be a part of this community. So please show that same love back to him, because he's definitely doing that for y'all. What up, Space Prods? What's good? What's good with you? Welcome, welcome. Carnage tripping, fake beast. You got one more time. You're a Ravens fan? Hey, that's fine. What I like to, as I am obviously a diehard Cowboy fan, what I like to say that this channel is it's a sporting tailgate. So I don't only want Cowboy fans, as I do want a bunch of Cowboy fans, obviously, to be a part of the community. I want there to be other fan bases involved in the tailgates. I want other fan bases to come along and join this journey with us, especially as we're a small channel that's on the uprise, growing, trying to become, something better. So damn it, this pump's out of order. I gotta move over to a different pump. So yeah, definitely join in with us. Tune in with us. We're going to be continuing to grow and continuing to get better. Like I said, these are just the early stages of this channel. What up, Yon? What's good with you? Pee-wee, what's good with you? Welcome, welcome. But yeah, man, the Cowboys are talking like they're going to make some big changes and like they are going to have a culture change. And the fact that they are admitting where they have messed up in previous years is a huge step forward, in comparison to before, where the Cowboys organization, they wouldn't admit mistakes. They weren't going to tell you, man, we messed up. We could have been better in these areas. But that is something that they're doing. Yes, I wanted them to go outside of the organization to kind of bring a culture shock in, to kind of revamp everything. They're talking like Brian Schottenheimer could be that person. We'll have to see. But yeah, so far what they're saying are the right things. If they do indeed attack free agency and they do indeed attack the draft the right way, they can very well make those things come to fruition. What up, Sarah? What's good? What's good? I'm a Jedi Master. Eagles, you're an Eagles fan. That's what's up. Hey, that's perfectly fine. What up, Steve? What it do? What it do? Hold up, guys. Let me go get my cup so I can get my drink. Get my big old coffee. Everybody knows me to be drinking. All right. You can't come into the QT and order my drink. My drink's a specialty drink. They don't make it. They only make it for me. Might be somebody new. Hello. Thank you. All right. So yeah, man, we just all right. So I gotta get gas. What pump am I on? Pump 13. All right. So hold on a second, guys. Pretty good. Let me get this and a $5 scratch off, and then I have a separate transaction for gas. Yep. $30 on pump 13. And could I get a receipt for that one? Yes, sir. Here you are. Thank you. You have a good one. All right, we back. We back like Shaq and Kobe. But yeah, so no disrespecting Carnage. Chill, same shot as always. Yeah, that's what we do over here. We chill, we talk sports. Man, I hope everybody's willing to join. Dee, what's good? What's good with you? Sarah, what's up? Welcome, as always. I wonder who's going to end up being the first female to eventually overtake and get themselves a moderation on this channel. Because we have yet to get a female that has came in and became a moderator. There are two females that are, they're pushing their way towards that. And I would have to say Dee might be one of them. I would have to say Beach Girl has kind of tried to a little bit, but they start to kind of push towards wanting to be in that moderator position, but then they kind of take a little breaks and fall themselves off a bit. But it's all right. What up, Crystal? What up, Anthony? What it do? What it do? CD should leave. Why do you say that? Why do you think CD should leave? I mean, it's not going to happen, but why do you think it should happen? I don't understand the point of that. Why would he want to leave? He just got paid. Dallas Cowboys biggest fan here. If you need a moderator, let me know. You're a big fan too, Crystal? Hey, that's what's up. We appreciate you. What up, Matt? What it do, what it do? I see you an Eagles fan. That's cool too. All right. Scratch my scratch off here. Looks like I'm just winning my money back. Yep. I just won my money back. Nothing special. All right. They need to let Prescott go. Well, we know that's not going to happen, Crystal. They could pick up a quarterback in the later draft rounds, or they could find one in free agency as a backup to come in and maybe come up under. But Dak's going to be here for at least 3 more years. Comes a great power and responsibility now, because him and Dak don't connect, and he wants to win. What do you mean him and Dak don't connect? That's a false statement. Obviously, last year they were both hurt, but the year before that, they were one of the best tandems in the NFL. So how do they not connect? I don't get that. But yeah, Prescott will be here for at least 3 more years. So we just gotta, as fans, we just gotta support the team that they put together and hope that they get the right pieces to help them. Dak can win. There's no denying that Dak can win football games. They just need to put more pieces around him and stop relying on him to be the only thing they. Thank you. Thank you. See you later. You do the same. So yeah, they need to stop trying to rely solely on Dak Prescott to be the one and only person to make the Cowboys great. Like, they need to have a running game. They need to have another wide receiver to help. They need pieces on the O-line to. Dak all season last year, Dak was throwing off his back foot and throwing with pressure in his face because he didn't have anybody blocking for him that was doing a damn. And Cooper Rush came in and they started running the ball, which is what they should have been doing with Dak from the get-go. What up, Zay? What's good with you? So, yeah, I mean, it's not that Dak needs to go because we know that's not going to happen. Dak's going to be here for at least 3 more years. That's a minimum. Mr. Bread, Mr. Bread, Mr. Bread. Yes, sir. I love the Cowboys, but honestly, he needs to stop, hesitate, throws the ball. Yeah, so, all right, so when Dak struggles, it's because they have. All right, so we're mostly a front runner team in previous years, right? We are a team that needs to be ahead to win a game. We need to stay ahead, and get ahead. We need to get out, start scoring fast, and stay ahead of the game. The problem with Dak is, and especially when there's no running game and no proper protection for him, when we get behind and he's having to force the ball down the field, that's when the mistakes happen. That's when the clock in his head, his QB clock in his head, starts to get moving too fast and he starts making bad mistakes. But that doesn't happen when he has a good running game. That's been proven. You can go look at the statistics. Anytime Dallas has had a running back that has ran for more than 100 yards in a game, Dak's been phenomenal. So that's not necessarily the main issue. It ain't Dak. It's the pieces that we put around him. Now, I will agree, Dak is not like the best quarterback in the league, but he is still top 12, top 10. And there's really no argument for that because statistically that's where he is. If we were to let go of Dak, there'd be 20 to 22 teams that would jump all over trying to sign him. What up, Angel Dust? What's good with you? That's a crazy name. That's a crazy name, but what up? What up? Welcome in, welcome in. Why y'all name calling for? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what all the hatred in here for is. We don't need to be making that a main focus on here. What up, Kyle? What's good with you? Anxiety meds would help. He is so anxious. You talking about Dak? Dak is so anxious. Yeah, I mean when you're getting hit so often because the O-line can't protect for you, you got to remember, like, if you have any accessibility to the all 22 tape, go watch the all 22 tape on those passing plays of last season with Dak Prescott. He was hurried up because he couldn't even get through his progression before he had a defender in his lap. And if it wasn't a defender that was in his lap, then it would be his offensive player in his lap getting pushed by the defender. So he really didn't have a good opportunity last year. Well, moderators aren't picked; they're earned. I don't pick moderators based on asking for moderation, but there is opportunities. Everybody has an opportunity to be a moderator, but it's the actions that you perceive to have in the channel that will help you grow and become a moderator in the community. What up, JT? Oh, and what it do? What it do? Yeah, we starting a new series. It's called Cowboys Sports Talk. This is episode 1. This is the introduction. What up, him? What up, Kush? What's good with you? So yes, this will be the very first Cowboys Sports Talk podcast that we are starting. There will be many more of these. Like I said, this is episode 1, the introductory episode. So, all right, now I'm done pumping gas. So yeah, there will be many more of these thumbnails that you guys will see. That the only thing on the thumbnail that will change will be the episode number. But yeah, we are going to grow this. It's CST, Cowboys Sports Talk. We'll eventually get it put out enough that we can turn it into a hashtag and that it will be easily look up. You'll be able to easily look it up. You'll be able to easily go and see, all right, well, I missed this episode. You'll be able to find the episode you missed and watch it if you wanted to. Or if you're not going to miss it and you're going to be here, it'll just still be easily titleable. But yeah, so what up, Scott? What's good with you? What'd you say? What up, Luke? Yo, I was scrolling on YouTube Shorts, but hey, man, gotta say I love the shades. I start scrolling and tell you have a good day. Hey, man, I appreciate the love. Definitely, man. We like to, if you like football, you like sports, you like Cowboys or any other football team, man, tune in with us. This what we do over here normally on game days is we'll do it's like an online tailgate. So this channel will be that of something that a bunch of us young sports fans get in here and we can talk crap on game day. We can have fun. We can have good conversations. We can, whatever we can do, we can just make great dialogue and we can have this be something that everybody is willing to work with and help grow. And you guys will be able to grow as well because I want the community to enact and support each other so that we all become a great community. What up, Notification? What up, Satisfying? What up, him? Eagles or Chiefs? What up, Scott? I really don't care. You're about to get banned. Notification. Hide user from channel. But yeah. So it's absolutely crazy that I don't know what that was, man. That just caught me off guard. Notification. Who spams with the name Notification? That had to have been a bot. You want the Eagles? I mean, yeah, I don't personally care who wins the Super Bowl. I feel like the refs at the end of the game and Kendrick Lamar are going to be holding up the Lombardi Trophy as they will be the biggest winners of the Super Bowl because otherwise the Super Bowl is going to be boring. Right now, we know that Philly's going to be trying to win it now because, look, they got this big incident that happened in Philly yesterday where a plane, for the second plane in 2 days, or the second plane in 3 days, has crashed on the east side of the United States. One was a mid-air collision, and then yesterday 6 people lost their lives at about 6 o'clock at night in Philadelphia on a busy neighborhood road where another plane, a small Learjet, had crashed, and it's just completely unfortunate. That was a medical jet, from what I understand, that it was outside party medical plane that was like a subcontracted plane to to transport different patients. So yeah, I mean it's definitely a very sad incident over there, and my thoughts and my prayers go out to them, along with the incident that happened in Washington D.C. where 67 people lost their lives. Again, my thoughts and prayers go out to them. But yeah. Yeah, man, 2 planes in 3 days crashing. It is absolutely crazy. We hadn't had a plane crash, and the last one was an on-the-ground plane crash, and it was in 2009. Before that, it had been decades since we have had a plane crash in America, but it is absolutely crazy. Yeah, to 67 people that were on the plane that the helicopter hit. There was 60 people on that plane. And then there was 4 pilots or 4 plane workers, and then there was 3 people in the helicopter. Now, the saddest part about that one is that with that plane, it was coming from a resort type place in Wichita, and that plane was full of children and families. That was a bunch of families that were on that plane. So there was a bunch of young children, a bunch of parents, and it's just very tragic. And like I said, my thoughts and my prayers go out to them and their families. Hopefully, they can find ways to push through these very trying times. But yeah, I did want the Commanders to beat the. I did want the Redskins to beat the Eagles. You're absolutely right, him. But I wasn't pulling for the Redskins. I was pulling for Detroit. Detroit, with the beat-up defense, could not overcome the 5 turnovers they committed in that playoff game. They still put up 31 points. With 5 turnovers, putting up 31 points is still crazy. But the defense was just so overwhelmed that they weren't able to overcome that deficit. And unfortunately, the Lions didn't make it. That was the team that I was hoping would make it to the Super Bowl and that I was hoping would win the Super Bowl. Noah should be a mod. Noah's working his way there, Sarah. He's definitely working his way there. Is he in here? Is Noah Messi still in here? Hey, you know what, Noah? Everybody give a round of applause for Mr. Noah. There's an opportunity for anybody and everybody to be a moderator, but asking to be the moderator is the not the very best way to become a moderator. It's the actions you choose to have in the channel. If you're a positive person in the channel, if you're helpful with others, I'm not saying that you can't have fun and can't talk crap. You got to still be respectful when you do so. So that's the main theory on that. Once I get home, I'll be able to focus way more on the chat. As I'm driving, I can only put so much attention in the actual chat. But I appreciate y'all for being very patient with me and staying here throughout this journey as we go from one QT to the next QT, trying to find my coffee so that I can have my drink. And I'm mad because the QT is not selling donuts no more, so they will not have my cinnamon rolls no more. I am completely upset about that. But yeah, so I mean, congrats, Noah. Yes, sir, Noah. You're welcome, brother. You're welcome. I mean, you earned it. You did it. What up, Satisfying? What's good with you? I think the Cowboys will be better next year. I wholeheartedly think that the Cowboys, at this point, I'm going to use these terminology. I wholeheartedly think that the Cowboys have a very solid opportunity at being a very decent team next year. And the team that will be, I think, will give us big hopes for the following seasons to possibly be contenders. I'm not saying that we're going to be contenders this upcoming season, but I think that the seasons that come to follow that very well could be that way. We'll just have to see the rest of this offseason. We'll have to see what we do in the free agency. We'll have to see what we do in the draft. But yeah, it's completely different that the Cowboys are talking about admitting their mistakes, talking about attacking the free agency, things that they don't do. So has there been a culture shift in Dallas? It is starting to feel that way. And as I wasn't big on the Brian Schottenheimer hiring, the players are absolutely ecstatic, and they are talking about that they are ready to run through a wall for this man, which they weren't ready to do for Mike McCarthy. What up, JJ? What's good? What's good? Do I make gun range videos? Oh, Walt. I don't want to talk to you. Beast and Carnage having issues right now. Y'all got beef? Why y'all got beef? What's the beef for? The Cowboys are the best. I agree, JJ. Always will be. Hell yeah, Walt. That's what's up, brother. Post that thing out there. If I see it, I'll definitely hop on and show you some love, Walt. For sure, for sure. Yeah, everything will be all right. If people like all right, so some people that might not understand, Carnage likes to, yeah, he likes to ruffle a little feathers, but it's not all in to be like something that you should personally get offended by. He's just having fun. Just have fun back with him. If he's giving you crap, just give him crap back, because that's what he's expecting. But if you show that you're getting upset or offended towards it, it could go in the wrong direction, and that's not what it's really about. What up, Jairus? What's good with you? What's good, man? We're just talking Cowboys sports talk over here. This is episode number 1, the introductory to this new podcast that we will be creating. I will eventually, once I get this up and going, these episodes from here on out, I will try to get them onto either like Spotify or something like that, so that there can be a listening version of the channel as well. That's not happened yet, but It's something that I'm looking to try to get it into. You come back. Thanks, Carnage. Next on my list, female. Yep. Yep. So right now, there's the list is open, and the list to become moderators is open and accepting applications, but you have to earn your way there if that's a goal that you're interested in having. You just got to earn your way to becoming a moderator. The people that have became moderators have definitely earned it. We still have one moderator that I've got to revoke a moderator badge from. I had to revoke one yesterday because becoming a moderator is a privilege. It's a responsibility in this channel that if you want to become a moderator, you got to kind of try to be here on a regular basis. You got to kind of try to be positive. Just be the best version of you for this channel. Because yeah, we just trying to all help each other and trying to make everything be great here. What up, Shroom in the building? What it do? What it do? Sarah, I agree with Mr. Beast on this one. Yeah, I would have to go back and read through it all. What up, Owen? What's good? I can't say between Beast and Carnage. I'm not sure. I know Carnage likes to pick, but he's not meaning a whole lot by it unless when he's picking you get very defensive and become personal. But man, I hope nobody tries to take any picking that happens in this channel. I hope nobody tries to take it personal or intends to take it personal, because that's really not what it's intended for. He believed in me to get a mod. Yes, sir. Who's the next female moderator? It'll be who's the Didi. It'll be who's the first female moderator. We have yet to actually have a female get that position. Didi, you would be one of the ones that are at the top of the female list. There's you, Alyssa, and Beach Girl that probably have been the ones that put in the most time as far as females. There may be somebody that I'm missing. I don't know, but that's where the problem is if I'm missing the name, it's because they're not as active and in the channel as much. You were calling me? What's up? I had to go to the 73 QT because the one over on 601 didn't have my drink. And yes, they did not lie. They are not selling donuts no more. I am devastated. I don't know. They're talking about something being frozen. I don't want a frozen donut. But yeah, that devastates me. I can't get my cinnamon. I gotta find a new place to get cinnamon rolls from. Man, that's so devastating. Carnage said he thinks the Cowboys should tank, and Mr. Beast disagreed, and they kept going back and forth. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Carnage has his strong opinions on how he feels the Cowboys should be. I disagree with a lot of Carnage's takes. Carnage is an anti-Dak guy, but I love Carnage at the same time, and I love Mr. Beast as well. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are always here, and I'm so appreciative of both of you. So I hate that y'all are getting yourselves in a tizzy right now. Y'all got to find a way to overcome it. What up, Eagles? What's good with you? Who's my favorite rapper? Damn, Melo, you got your paws so dirty. And your nose. This dog be digging in with his nose. This boy be digging with his nose. You see how dirty his nose is? Good grief. Back up. You ain't coming in, you dirty. We gonna have to hook the hose up, Melo. You gonna be coming back up here. All right, I'm gonna set the phone down in a chair as hopefully it stays there. I gotta get a hose ready. Yeah, man, he digging in the mud. I don't know why. Melo, why are you digging in the mud, boy? Get up here. Come on. Come on. I gotta rinse your feet and your nose off now. You can't go in the house all muddy. You can't go in the house all muddy. I gotta wash your paws and your nose off because you're being silly. Yeah, I know you don't like it, but I don't like having mud all in my house. You're lucky it's a nice day out. It ain't cold. Where's the towel? Go. Ah, you splattering all over my phone, boy. You gotta stop digging in the mud, dude. Getting the steps all muddy. The mud all over the stairs. And in your food bowl. Come on, boy. See, why you gotta do stuff like that? You know I gotta wash you down once you get all muddy, Melo. You know with your white fur and white self that I'm gonna have to wash you off. Alright, well I guess that caused a lot of people to dip. But hey, it is what it is. I gotta grab a rag to wash his face with now. Melo got himself all muddy. He's digging in the mud and he's digging with his nose. Alright. Bree said, "You think the Cowboys tank?" I disagree. No, yeah, the Cowboys won't tank. If they were going to tank, they would have did it this year. Alright, now you're a little cleaner. You still need a full-on bath, though. Alright, so I'm going to grab the food for him real quick. No, Barkley definitely was the best running back in the league this year, by far. But to me, Gibbs was my favorite. Barkley statistically was the best, but Gibbs was who I liked the best. You leaving? All right. Where are you going? All right. Well.
Get home, get dressed and ready, and they gotta go take Mama to the grocery store. I need to get your bag ready for spending the night. Get appropriate clothes.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about all that. Trying to get things situated here. Got to get food for the dog. We need to buy more food, Lisa. Yes, I got your food, Melo. Stay. You're not going back in the mud. I'll have to let you out front once you dry off. There's your food. Let me get you your water. You still got a full bowl of clean, fresh water. So. You don't need more water right now. Pick up my hose so you don't chew it. I know your little butt heads will chew my hose up. All right, so now things are all situated. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about all that inconvenience. Sorry if I missed anything. All right. Now we're back. We're back like we never left. Sorry, Rome. I might have just stole that from you. If you had to pick one NFL player to you at, what do you mean if I had to pick one player to you at? What about him? I'm level 100 on Fortnite. That's what's up. Don't have to rub it in our faces. Oh, about their moderators. Dee, don't worry, girl. Don't worry, Dee. You got your opportunity coming, Dee. Don't worry. Just keep being you, girl. Just keep being you. You're one of the top females in regards for moderation on the list right now. So y'all make sure to. If you popped it out, didn't you? Scraping the damn bumper. What do you mean? I said that Melo needs more dog food. Yeah, I'm gonna pull the van over on the side over here. My work van. Damn kids playing with a tablet and they left my wife's pillow in here. And she gonna be mad they got ketchup on it. Really? You got ketchup on the pillow? Damn kids. Now I'm gonna have to pull the cover off and watch it. What up, Brandon? What's good? What's good? What messages are getting deleted? Can I be about? Yeah, JT. It's a earned title. You definitely can be a mod. Will you be a mod? That'll be up to you, brother. That will be completely up to you if you become a mod, JT. What up, Red and Black? What's good? What's good? It is a Chevy van. It's my work van. It's a Chevy 3500 Express van. To where I can get my van in the spot that I want it. Not back far enough. Oh, I'm too close. You know what? I'm gonna pull forward into that spot. Make sure my back doors are all locked up. What up, Eagle fan? What's good? What's good, brother? Hold on, guys. I'll be paying more attention once I get parked here. All right. It'll be much easier to just pull it in. All right. Yeah, see, it's my big work van. I'll lock up my bins so nobody tries to steal anything. What up, Alyssa? Welcome, welcome. Those chimes sounded familiar. Yeah, I'm sure they did. I'm a blue-collar boy. Eagles for life. I hear you. Oh, you saying what's up to Eagles for life? What up, Alyssa? Yeah, Dee, you and Alyssa are probably the top two females in the running for trying to become a moderator. You are the two that are here the most. You guys are always positive. You guys are always just doing what you're supposed to be a good influence. What up, Jason? What's good with you? Welcome, Jace. What's good with you? No, I do not, Jace. Not right now. You crazy? Hey, that's all right. Hey, being crazy can be good sometimes. Satisfying. Yeah, you like his name? Yeah, he is. He's definitely got a good name. That ain't no lie. Sarah, yeah, you knew, Sarah. So you have an opportunity as well, Sarah, but you're still really new to the channel. But that doesn't mean that your opportunity ain't there. You just gotta Got to put in a little more time. That's for sure. You put in the time, it can easily pay off for you, Sarah. And then Beach Girl, she's kind of got a spot as well, as she is someone else who's pretty much always here when she's available. I understand that right now she's dealing with some stuff. You have a wrestler on the floor, Witten. You got your food all picked up? Bring your food over here, baby. Your food needs... Micah, your food needs to come over here. In your little stove. Oh, your pans fell. Put your pizza on top of your stove. I put it up by the box. Or by your wrestling ring. Alright, go put them over there. You got food under the couch, Micah. There you go, baby. Pick up your stuff. Good boy. Good boy. You're being good boy, Micah. That's a good job picking up your stuff. Alright. Alright, so everything's picked up. Micah, you did miss some food over here, baby. Yeah, you missed some food. You got to get your little grill. Alright, we almost done getting things situated here, guys. Sorry. Real life problems are always part of an issue. There you go. Let me see them. I'll put them in the back, in the box. This boy's got so much kitchenette and food stuff to play with. Like, he's either always doing doctor stuff with his doctor toys, or he's always playing with his food stuff. It's one of the two. That boy loves playing, like, pretending to be a chef, and loves pretending to be a doctor. Which, hey, he could take on anything and go in any field, and it'd be great. What up, 99? What's good? Who gets Duncan over Tim's? No time around. I prefer Duncan over Tim Hortons. You want a slice of pizza? All right, we'll get you a plate. All right, now once Witten's is done, Witten, you're putting it in for 35, half a minute, bub? I don't think that's too long. You probably need to already take your pizza out. They don't need very long in the microwave, bub. Yeah, but that's way too long.
Why is it way too long?
Because they're already hot. There's a plate on the stove you can use. You playing with Melo at the door? Micah, he's a silly boy. Don't be mean. Double tap my screen. Yes, ma'am, Alyssa. But yeah, I'm more of a I like Duncan more than I like Tim Hortons. The food that Duncan can put out makes the difference. They both have good donuts. They both have good coffee. But it's the food that Duncan puts out that I like more than Tim Hortons' food. That tattoo affiliated? What do you mean tattoo affiliated? You talking about the tattoo on my neck? What's your question, Dee Dee? I don't get Dunkin' that much. I don't either. I don't stop at either of the places very often. When I lived up north, when I lived in Maine, Dunkin' is literally on every corner. So I used to always get a sausage, egg, and cheese on a croissant. I used to get the garlic, the little garlic hash brown circles, and then a frozen caramel frappuccino. My 4-leaf clover? Yeah. No, it's not affiliated with anything. I'm not in no gang or nothing, no. Definitely not. I'm just proud of my heritage, that's all. There we go. See, look, man, come to mutual agreements. But yeah, so hopefully this this new podcast that we're developing here is going to actually start taking off, and hopefully we'll start being more active. I'm gonna definitely. I don't know, how often do you guys? All right, so let's get the channel's opinion on this. How often? I'm gonna make a poll actually. Three times a week.
For months.
Put a poll up on how often I should do this. How often we should do this podcast. All right, that's what's up, Satisfying. You make videos. Hey, if you make videos and you become part of this community, man, we'll sub to you as well, and also show you the same support you show us. So if you become a part of our community and are showing us some valid support, you will in return get that same love and support shown back to you. And that's all facts, no cap. So yeah, let me know in the poll what you guys think, how often we should do this podcast. Your tablet, this one, where's your red one? Because I think this one needs to charge. No, I charged it last night, that's right. There you go, bye-bye. Read your message. Sorry, Dee Dee. Let me go back up and read it. If you don't get on your channel unit tonight, does that mean someone will take my moderator place? No, Dee Dee. No. Your position is solely based on your performance. It has nothing to do with what anybody else does. Nobody else can do anything to compromise your position on the list of be able to become a moderator. Just it's crazy because, like I said, we have yet to have a female actually become a moderator. So it's gonna be whoever gets the first one. It's gonna be crazy for you. I'd say once a week because how consistent you are on it. Man, my little fins can't handle this. You gotta earn it. Nemo. Exactly. You gotta earn it. Earning it is the way to get it. No, you're fine, Dee Dee. Like I said, I'm not saying you have to be in on every stream. It's just being consistent, and that's all. Put my receipt for my gas in my wallet so that I could turn it in at work. I'll beat you to it. So yeah, I mean, if sometimes you're not able to, mostly it's a Cowboy Sports Talk 99, but we will have other, other sports that will be able to be talked about as well. But the main focus of the podcast is going to actually be Cowboy Sports Talk. It's going to be all the breaking news, all the updates, game reviews, pre-game analysis, player breakdown, stuff like that. Things that we're going to definitely... Where is it? Only because it's your first. What's the market like today? A lot of Cowboy channels out there. What do you mean, what's the market like today? Market as in what? The market for Cowboys or Cowboys content? I gotta get another name on here. Is it oversaturated? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But, oversaturation is something that you're going to deal with no matter what market you're in. I've been a Cowboys fan since '92. Exactly. So being that they're America's team, you're gonna get oversaturation. So it's gonna be the person that you find the most entertaining, the person that you find the most in common with, or just the person that you find personally that you like the most. Will be who you tune into. There's many of Cowboy content creators that I also tune into as well. That I do take some of my some of them are inspirations to me. You got like Law Nation, you got Akoya Media, you got Watch Somebody, you got Skywalker Steel, you got Angry Cowboys Fan, you got Cowboys Fan Talk. I mean, there's just so many of them. You got Foots the King, and these are all people that I watch as well. That I admire them as well. And I give much kudos to them. Shout outs to all of them because a lot of them I've been watching for years and they inspired me to finally bring mine into existence to where that I can come on and I can actually talk my opinion, how I feel, with my personality and with my experiences. Yeah, it's on my birth certificate. Why are you asking? Oh, you talking about, yeah, there's two genders, male and female. Yeah, but that ain't none that we need to get into. We just try to keep the chat about sports, guys. Try to keep it mainly about sports. Unless somebody's willing to give you information, which I kind of encourage you to keep most your personal information personal. Because what you put on the internet is gonna stay on the internet, and the internet's undefeated. So no matter what you do, you just make sure you're always protecting yourself when you go on the internet. What up, Eric? What up, Fortnite God? What's good? Why are the 49ers better than the Cowboys? Who's to say that they're better than the Cowboys? They were in the same position as the Cowboys last year. They actually had less wins than the Cowboys last year. What up, Elliot? My 7th grade basketball team made it to the Final Four. Hey, man. That's awesome, Elliot. Man, congratulations. Hopefully you guys get a W. Man, we'll be hoping you get your W on Monday, bro. Jerry Jones, Eric, is absolutely the main problem. But what I like right now, what we're seeing this offseason that we haven't seen in previous offseason, is that they are admitting their faults. They are admitting where they've been wrong. And they are actually talking about making a change. Now, will that happen? That's going to be the main focal point. Will what they're saying come to fruition? We don't know. We're going to have to take it at face value and move forward. We'll have to watch and grade and critique it as we go forward. But that's what we're here for. We're here to either hold them to the fire with what they say or to critique them on what they say. And it's just we just got to come to a point where they've got to come to an understanding and realize that they haven't been doing the best they can for this football team to be the best that it can be. We have wasted so many talented players. What do you mean, why disparage? I'm not disparaging the new head coach. Okay, so was I personally thrilled with it? No. There were coaches that I wanted over him. I wanted a culture change. I wanted a culture shock. But my whole thing wasn't based on him. it was based on that I wanted someone that had more credentials, that I know that could come in and stand up to Jerry and make a difference. No, I don't think he's as big of a risk as Jerry says. But what he means by that is Brian Schottenheimer has no coaching experience. But in my disagreement with him saying that is that most of the time when a team hires a coach that was an under coach that doesn't have head coaching personality or head coaching experience, I think that most of the time they hire outside of their organization and bring somebody in. Brian Schottenheimer is somebody that was in the building. He is somebody that the Cowboys know, and they know him very well. So they're just giving him a chance. Is it the Jason Garrett effect? I don't know. But what they're talking about, hey, that's good, Noah. That's good. We beat the Cowboys 3 times in a row. Hey, man, that's all right, Fortnite. And that's all right, bro. That's all right. But y'all still had a worse record than us last year. A lot of teams beat us. And it just is what it is. What do you mean, Luke? I'm live because we're talking sports talk on Cowboys football. Oh, don't be shit. Hit that like. Yes, sir. Satisfying. Yeah, I mean, I think it was wrong too because I don't think he's really a risk. Yes, he has no head coaching experience, but to me, teams bite that risk every year. He's not a risk in the manner that we're not bringing someone from outside the organization in to be a head coach when they weren't a head coach previously. This is someone that we know, someone that's been here. What up, Valerio? What's good? What's good? And Impulsive by Logan Paul. Yeah, I'm not a Paul brother fan. I'm not a fan of them. I think that they are some of the biggest scam artists. It's all right, Dee Dee. Dee Dee, you're good, girl. I don't know why they picking on you, girl, but you good. Don't worry. You know your position, Dee Dee. Just stay with your position. We the 49ers beat the Cowboys 3 times in a row, but yeah, 49ers beat the Cowboys, so what do you have to say about that? A lot of teams beat the Cowboys. Fortnite, that don't mean nothing. It's going to be a new year. It's going to be a new team. Y'all are going to... All right, so big upping the 49ers. Congratulations. Y'all have beat the Cowboys. Y'all have had our number in previous years. But this year, y'all were just as much of a disaster as the Cowboys. Y'all were just as bad, if not worse, than this year. And that's what we're going to go on. My forehead super big? Cool. Cool, bro. The owner says you are a big risk. Yeah, he says that they're a big risk, but I don't feel that the owner is correct with that statement personally. It's a risk. Is it a big risk? That I don't know. To me, a big risk would have been, all right, I'm going to go pay Colorado $10 million, and then I'm going to pay Deion Sanders $10 million and bring him in. That's a big risk. But what that also is that's a big culture shock. That's going to bring in people that are going to want to come and play. That's going to bring in somebody that's going to stand up to Jerry and tell him, no, I'm going to do this way. But would Jerry agree with that, or would Jerry let him go? We don't know. What up, KW? What's good, Clayton? Yeah, Dee Dee ain't going nowhere. Dee Dee's sticking around. We like Dee Dee over here. They just messing with you, Dee Dee, I feel like. Takes you 5 years to respond, holy. Your forehead looks like a McDonald's. Okay. And you just don't have to be here Fortnite if you don't want to. You can be here if you do want to. You're welcome to be here. But we got more Super Bowls than the 49ers, so you're not better all time.
Where'd he go?
You got roasted. How'd you get roasted, Kyle? Do you play college football 25? No, I don't. Once I get the only football game that I currently play would be Madden Mobile. I play it online. You box? I used to box, Ibra. I used to box. But we're talking pre-2010. We're talking 2007, 2006. Why are you yelling? All right, stop. All right, stop. I don't care. Y'all need to stop. Go away from him.
This is my spot.
You got to take accountability for what you're doing, just as he does. Y'all gonna be ignorant towards each other. Y'all both gonna be grounded in your bedrooms. Y'all should go outside and play. It's nice out. And so y'all have 5. I thought you had 4. Oh well. You should invite Jerry to come to your channel and answer questions. I wish I could, Eric. If my channel gets big enough and gets enough, attention, maybe at some point that can happen. I would love to have an interview with Jerry Jones. I would write down a whole book of questions. Ain't nice here. 26 degrees. Yeah, damn, that sucks. Yeah. Hey, Google, what's the weather like? Google.
Currently in Concord, it's 61 degrees and mostly sunny.
So it's 6.
Today, there will be showers, with a forecasted high of 62 and a low of 37.
Dad, who am I supposed to play with outside?
I don't know. Your friends?
I don't know. Daddy, Evan and Ronnie's can't play until probably like 5.
You don't know because you haven't asked.
But no, they have to wait until their mom gets home.
Okay, well. Your quarterback is trash, Fortnite. He is a system quarterback. You put Brock Purdy in any other team, he don't succeed. I told you. Yes, exactly, Walt. Shout out to you, brother. How long have you had this channel? All right, so the channel itself was created in 2019. I didn't start being consistent on my channel until this past preseason. This past preseason, I made a point to dedicate myself and stay consistent, and just be here. So ever since this last football season, I've been consistent. Now, I would make videos once every 6 months prior to that, and I would get discouraged. It wouldn't get any views. Nobody would come and watch. So I wouldn't make another video for 6-7 months, and then I would make a video, get discouraged again. So this year I made it a point to not get discouraged. The first 6-7 football games of this season, it was literally me and my homeboy Pat in the chat by ourselves, just having conversations, watching football. And then eventually, once the Detroit game happened, the channel kind of started to take off, and we started getting 30, 40 people per football game, and it started to become more entertaining. And Purdy's good. He's a good QB, but he's not, I wouldn't say he's better than Dak. The next 49ers will be way better. Dude, the 49ers window went like this. That's the 49ers playoff hopes. Their window closed, brother. But shout outs to you for holding them down, man. I admire you being a dedicated fan, but I'm going to be a dedicated fan of my Cowboys. And if that's all you're going to do is compare and talk trash, you're just getting ignored. Yeah, but Purdy. All right, so Purdy plays good when all the offense, when everybody's in the scheme. If he's missing Christian McCaffrey, if he's missing Trent Williams, if he's missing Debo, he goes to the wayside. Yeah, he's a good QB, but I don't like him. When's the last time the 49ers won a Super Bowl, Fortnite? It was the year after the Cowboys, was it? Or was it the year before the Cowboys? Joe Burrow is great, Alyssa. I would love to have Joe Burrow, but we have Dak Prescott, so that's who I'm riding for. Sorry, I didn't find your channel earlier last year. No, you good. Well, ain't no reason. You found it when you found it. Everything happens for a reason. I put everything in the higher power's hands and let things come organically and naturally as they come. What up, Luke? What up, Zyre? What it do? Welcome back, all of you. Let's go, Cavs. I hear you. Where did my vape go? They talking about Calvin Johnson on a TV show that ain't got nothing to do with sports. All right. Yeah, I mean that's been a lot in his career. What up, Zathentic? What's good? Scott Thompson over Dak. I mean, you can take whoever you want over Dak. That's your personal opinion. I'm not going to tell you that your personal opinion's wrong. It's just not a factual statement. Like I said, Dallas, I root after the Bengals. Hey, and I appreciate it, Alyssa. I think Joe Burrow, had they had more wins this season, I think Joe Burrow probably played better than Josh Allen and probably played better than Lamar Jackson, honestly, this season. I think if they had a better win record, that Joe Burrow would have been the real MVP. And I think the Chiefs literally sold their last game to the Broncos so that they wouldn't have to face Joe Burrow in the playoffs. I think that's facts. Yeah, Eric, it is nice. It's nice out today, definitely. What do you think Cowboys do with Micah? They're gonna sign him. And Micah's already stated that he doesn't want the highest contract. He just wants to be paid what he's worth. And he wants to be a Cowboy for life. So, if the Cowboys can offer him a relevantly decent deal, I believe that he'll be a Cowboy. I don't think Micah. All right, so Micah Parsons, CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott. The Cowboys are not going to let either of them players go anywhere. So anybody that hopes or wants those players to be gone, I'm sorry, but the Cowboys aren't going to let it happen. Those are the three Cowboy players that they're going to build this team around. Nemo. I know you didn't like it. Anytime I say anything about Lamar, which I didn't even dog Lamar. All I said was I think that Joe Burrow played better than both of them. If they had a defense that didn't sell on them, that he would have probably been in the playoffs. What up, Steve? What it do? Lucky to be in Texas, man. I would love to be in Texas. I'm in North Carolina. Money razor. Your shirt off. Spinning around your head like a helicopter. But yeah. Hank Hill was a Cowboys fan. Good enough for me. Hey, if you're a King of the Hill kind of fan, then yeah, that'll be what helps you out. Texas Carnage from Texas. I don't know. Somebody said lucky to be in Texas. I was just making a statement that I'm not in Texas. But you from Texas. What up, Ned? What's good with you? What's good? Bonjour to you as well. I don't know that he's way better than Lamar. I think they're both top 5 quarterbacks. I think they're both top 5. You want to die, dude? Damn, Nemo, what you talking about? You went off the deep end, boy. Nemo, you swimming in waters you're not supposed to. I'm in mid Georgia, and I think I'm the only Cowboys fan where I'm at. Nah, I'm sure there's more Cowboy fans, Walt. Just probably that you know of is probably the accurate statement. Jason Bourne, you fool, Carnage. I didn't get my flakes. Now I'm angry. Yeah, I got some in the house for you, Nemo. I'll make sure to sprinkle some in the water near you. And there is the other revocation. But yeah, I mean the referees and Kendrick Lamar will definitely win the Super Bowl. Who your favorite person in the world? Who's my favorite football player in the world? Right now, it's DeMarvion Overshawn. They're all hiding, man. I don't know why they need to step out and stand up. Jason Bourne. Why you keep retracting your own message? All right, let me pull up the poll and see. All right, so the majority of people say that twice a week is how often I should do the Cowboy Sports Talk podcast at 48%, and then at once a week at 29%, and then 4 times a week at 24%, and not a soul voted for 3 times a week. So it's either going to be twice a week or once a week. So, all right, so then the days that I should run this podcast in that instance are probably going to be, what should I do, Tuesdays and Thursdays? Should I do Tuesdays and Thursdays? Or should I do Tuesdays and Saturdays? I might do Tuesdays and Saturdays. All right, so hold on. Let me make a poll. Who did I miss? What up, Pat, in the chat? What it do, man? This is the new podcast episode that I'm going to be doing. It's going to be called Cowboys Sports Talk. This is episode 1. Pat, this is the introductory to the new podcast that I'm going to be starting. Hopefully, I'll be able to get other people to want to join in on the podcast at some point, and we can have dual interviews, maybe some other Cowboy sports people, maybe some other teams sports people, depending on what we find. Do what works. I hear you. But yeah, so I'll probably do, I think Tuesdays are going to be the first day of the week for the podcast. And then I believe, I'm probably going to be Saturdays. Tuesdays and Saturdays, I think. Yes, sir. DC for life. So Tuesdays and Saturdays will probably be the new schedule on when I drop the new Cowboy Sports Talk podcast. Like I said, today this is episode 1, and it's on a Saturday. So Tuesdays and Saturdays will be the new schedule for the Cowboy Sports Talk. Saturday will be more of a midday, afternoon, midday podcast, and then Tuesday it'll be after work. So we'll probably be getting on between 7 and 8 o'clock on Tuesdays. Yeah, Royal Rumble comes on at 4. We're going to be hopping off this live here in just a minute. I was just getting on to do this and to start this new Cowboys podcast. Get a table and sit there and do a podcast. I hear you. I hear you, Eric. I appreciate the information. I appreciate the suggestions. Shout outs to you, brother. What up, Milk? Man, we got plenty of people that need milk in here. Yeah, I think depending on who falls to us, Milk, I think that either Genty or Burden, Genetti or Burden would be my picks in the first round. As far as that goes. What up? What's good, Taylor? Welcome, welcome. But yeah, so we'll be hopping off here in just a minute. Now both revocations have been already done. So now the two moderators that were losing their moderation have both already been revoked. Chiefs on top lost his moderation, and then Best, who just tuned in a second ago, we did pull your moderation. Oh, next Ding Pod. Sorry I missed you. What up? What up? Sorry if I didn't catch your message before you pulled out, but what up? What up? But yeah, so God is Best and Chiefs on top both lost their moderation because, if you're not here to be an active part, what up, Scuba Steve? What it do? Hey, the OC, I mean, I think that I got to do a little more research on him. I haven't researched him a lot, but I know Clayton, what was it, Clayton Adams? Is that what it is? Yeah, Clayton Adams. I think that he's going to be very helpful in the running game, because that's a lot of what Arizona did. They did a lot of the pin and pull with their offensive line to open up the running game, and I think that seems to be a big focus with the Cowboys this offseason. So far in their coaching hires is a big focus on the running game, which is good. We need that. We need to develop a solid running game so that we can compete and be competitive in the league with these other teams that are top teams. You're right, Scuba Steve. But I'm gonna give him a chance. Is it the picks that I wanted? No, Scuba. It's absolutely not the coaching picks that I would have picked myself. But I'm gonna give him a shot. The players are like my favorite player, Damone Clark, is talking about he wants to run through a wall for him. We know Dak Prescott has already backed him. So it's been hectic. I wasn't approved of it at first, but I'm coming around to it. The Cowboys front office, they're starting to admit their mess ups and their mistakes, which is different. They're talking about change in the culture, which is what we need. They're bringing in coaches that can help with the running game, which is something we needed. So now, if we can go ahead and be active in free agency and pick up some acquisitionable players in the draft that will be beneficial to our team and can work in the scheme that we're designing, I think it can turn into something great for us. I think it can eventually be really good. I think, I don't have the highest, grandest expectations for this upcoming season, but what I think that we can be better than we were last season. And I do think that this season is going to give us a ton of hope moving forward for becoming contenders in the next upcoming years. So we'll have to see. Hopefully they do go ahead and pick who they want. No, Cam Scatterboo wasn't the best running back in the college this season. He had a couple good games, yes. I do like Scatterboo. I'm not dogging him. I do like him, but he was not the best. Genty was the best. Um, I think that there's a couple others. I'd have to go back inside to get my list that are above Scatterboo, but we'll have to see. Yeah, but that's one game. Messi. So I mean, we can't base it off one game. He did great in that bowl game. He grew his draft prospect. He grew his worth a lot in that game. He showed out in that game. At some point, I will, Camden. I'm working on it though. It's a process. It's not an overnight thing with me. Dak is expected about it all. Says this will help his career. And Overshawn said this team didn't believe in Mike. You absolutely right, Pat. And Overshawn also, once once they brought in Brian Schottenheimer on Twitter, because I follow him on X, he also posted a video of somebody running through a brick wall. So that tells me that Dak is excited. Oh, a lot of these players are excited and are very hopeful for what Brian Schottenheimer can bring. Let's just hope that it comes to fruition. It's giving me hope right now. But I'm not going to drink the Kool-Aid until after free agency and after the draft. My college team is Texas Longhorns, Scuba. Yes, we were undefeated except to Georgia, and then we lost in the bowl game as well to Ohio, which I wish we would have won. I feel like they sold in that bowl game. It was sad. It was devastating. I was depressed for about 10 minutes. Noah is the GOAT. Welcome in, brother. Yes, I will be live at 4 o'clock Eastern time for the Royal Rumble here later on, which is why at 1 o'clock I'm going to be hopping off of this live. Your Volunteers fan, I hear you. Tennessee for you, brother. But yes, so yeah, anybody that's interested, at 4 o'clock today, we will be live streaming as well for the Royal Rumble. So if you're interested in WWE, or if you're not known about WWE but don't understand it, come join us. Come tap in with us. Come hang out with us during the podcast for WWE, and let's get this thing popping. Yeah, Noah, Messi, he just got his moderation today, and Nemo got his moderation last night. So congratulations to those two. They have been amazing in the channel, and they have been great with their support. So let's hope they keep it pushing positivity and keep this thing going. I hear you, Pat. I know, bro. Yeah, that's why I call Noah Messi. I just call him Messi. Sometimes I slip and call him Noah Messi, but mainly I call him Messi because we got Noah the GOAT, we got Noah Miller, we got Noah Messi, and then we got a Noah. So there's so many Noahs in here that I'm having to use like the extra name that they have on their name as well. Yeah, $20 for a moderation. The only person that has gotten a moderation based off of donations would probably be Gunner, and that's because that boy has donated about $140. So at that point, I was like, "Damn, I'm gonna have to give you a moderation." But he also hasn't been here lately, so we'll just have to see how that plays out. But again, y'all are all amazing. I'm grateful and thankful to have such a community as y'all. Hopefully y'all stay blessed. Hopefully y'all tune in at 4 o'clock Eastern time while we watch WWE Royal Rumble. What up, Jeff? What's good? What's good? Not much. We're about to be hopping off, but we will be back live at 4 o'clock for the WWE Royal Rumble. So make sure y'all tune in. No, he didn't actually bribe me. Gunner didn't bribe me. He didn't ask for the moderation. He was just sending donations. And then I kind of just gave it to him after he sent like 140 in donations. I felt like I had to give him something. But no, that is not a way to buy. You cannot buy moderations. And as this channel grows, the moderations are going to be harder to receive. As this channel grows, we will not be giving them out like candy. They will be harder because it is a privilege. It is a responsibility. If it's something that you're interested in, all you have to do is put in the work because it's definitely obtainable. It's just, it's going to be harder. It's going to be based on your merit in the channel. So how you are as a person in the channel will dictate whether or not you become a moderator. Yeah, Randy Orton's great. DX was great. Yeah, I've taken a couple breaks as well, Scuba Steve, but I always end up coming back just because it's entertaining. But yeah, we'll be live at 4 o'clock for it if you want to tune in. please do. We'll be happy to have you here. But again, we're tuning off here on Cowboy Sports Talk episode 1. We're putting it in the books. I appreciate everybody that tuned in, turned out. Y'all are amazing. There's much love from me to y'all. And remember, make it great on purpose and treat everybody with respect. You never know what anybody's going through. So hey, just stay positive. Keep pushing. One love. Roll Raws, we out.